My boys love to make treasure maps and go on adventures all throughout the house. We draw them up and then follow them through and run down the halls and jump over furniture. It is a beautiful bit of play as we make our way into caves and go through portals and fight off dragons and avoid lava. It's wonderful, but only if I am receptive to it. If they come to me with a treasure map and I have more important things to do and I'm annoyed that I might be pulled out of the real world of big, practical, important, grown-up, relevant things that need to be done on my phone, then the whole adventure is destroyed from the beginning. But even if I go on the adventure and on the outside it seems like I'm participating, but on the inside I just can't wait until this is over, then I will be sluggish making my way through the hallway, through the cave. I won't quite go all in when the dragon is there, because it's not a real dragon and there's more important things, and I just want this to be over with and get on to the more important, practical, relevant sort of things. But if I'm receptive to it, if I'm open to what is given there, willing to submit myself to it, then I can be all in when I'm avoiding the lava. Then the hallway is not a hallway but a portal. And then I can be really terrified and make my way into moving into some bravery when facing the dragon. And then the adventure can be a beautiful thing. Now, there is an order, a form, a liturgy to the treasure map adventure in our house. My boys tell me all of the rubrics, the rules of what to do. They tell me to jump here, not there, you have to go underneath the table, not around it. It won't work if you go around it. The dragon will get you. You have to go underneath. There's an order, a form, a liturgy to this play. And if I submit myself to that order, to the form, if I go all in on this liturgy of play, if I allow myself to be formed by it, and rather than just enduring it for the sake of the children, but allow myself to be formed by it, to play like a child, then there can be some beauty. But without that receptive attitude, where I'm open to it, then the beauty of the liturgy of play is completely broken. Now, this is going to, God willing, be the first in a series of videos that are somewhat planned out. I want to invite you to think with me through some thoughts of beauty and liturgy in life, thoughts of form, order, submission that can allow for joy and for gazing on good things, appreciating beauty. And I want to do this by looking at some big words with some little words underneath them. The first big word is the word reverence. And the first little word is that word receptive. Reverence includes this receptive attitude that I need to have if I'm going to play well with my boys, if I'm going to go on an actual adventure that is a beautiful thing and not just something I gotta do because I guess I have to do it because I have to be somewhat of a dad. This receptive attitude, of course, is not only important in the liturgy of play, but in liturgy Sunday morning. It's important in coming to the Lord's house. I need to be receptive to what is happening there. If I'm closed off to what God is offering in his holy word and what he is giving in the blessed sacrament of Christ's body and blood, if I'm closed off to that, if I have more important, grown-up, practical, relevant matters in mind, so that I'm closed off and not receptive to what is actually being given, then the beauty of the liturgy will be lost on me. But when the Spirit grows and nurtures in me this receptive attitude to what God is actually giving, so that I forget about myself, then I mature away from the grown-up, important, relevant, practical stuff, and I mature into a childlike faith. And I start to understand a bit of what David wrote in Psalm 27 when he said, "One thing have I asked of the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord, to seek him in his temple, to gaze on his beauty, and to be receptive, to appreciate, to be reverent, to look at God's beauty outside of me, forget about myself, and just appreciate what's there." I pray that each week is that we'll be able to ponder some of these big, important thoughts. I pray that it'll help us move in the direction of a childlike faith, for we are going to be pondering thoughts that are far removed from the important, grown-up, practical, relevant matters of the adult. We'll be thinking about instead things that are alive and well, the childlike mind of faith. God's peace be with you today.